Your fusion infusion. This is WNMC in Traverse City, your spot on the dial for great music.
All right, good evening, Traverse City. Sorry for the lateness, but I have a very good reason for said lateness, and I think you guys will be happy for the lateness, because guess who I have in my studio? Someone might have just heard that creepy laugh. That was Jesse Bobenmeyer and Nikki Bobenmeyer. It's Hail Your Highness here in the studios at WNMC Radio. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hello.
Well, you can already tell they're good at singing. That was very harmonious.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
Anyways, so these girls came a long way, a whole 45 minutes to an hour.
A whole hour, I think, is what the GPS said.
Man,
A whole hour.
that's a long way. I'm sorry you girls had to drive so far, but
You know.
Hail Your Highness does hail from Grayling, for all
Right.
you listeners out there. And they happen to be one of my favorite bands that happens to visit Traverse City fairly often. By the way, Nikki, you're very far away from your mic.
Hi.
Oh, there it is.
Trying to get this to work. Here we go. Okay.
Unbeknownst to you guys, Nikki's taking photos of everybody. So
yeah.
it's
She's
just,
a photographer.
That's whatever.
Yeah, that's true. So, if you make any money off of this, you know who.
I'll hit you up.
All right.
I got you.
Right on. Anyways, so this is, I talked about it last week. This is going to be a huge thing. This is the first time I've been doing this on my show, and I'm honored to have these two on here.
Thanks for having us.
So you just recently released 2020.
Yes,
right?
2020. Mhm.
Second or third album? Or
Oh,
fourth?
technically, it's, oh God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's technically EP number 6 if you add them all up from
Yeah.
2008.
EP number 6. All right.
Yeah.
So, wow.
It's been a while. We've been putting out music for a long time.
Right? I mean, because this is like the what iteration of the band? Because back in the day, there was like, you had like 4 members or something like that? Then it went to 3 or something?
Right. Yeah, we bounced back and forth between. We were a 4-piece for 5, I think, almost 6 years, and then in 2012, things kind of shifted, and it was either be a 2-piece or stop playing music. So we went with, we're going to be a 2-piece.
Right on.
And still play music. So yeah, the past 3 EPs are more what we're doing right now. Albion, Align, in 2020.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to need to get Albion from you then, because I don't have the Align EP, which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. But
Yeah, Albion's more of like, it's good, but you can tell we're trying to figure out how to do the whole 2-piece thing.
Yeah.
So
it's all good.
it's good.
If it sounds like you guys,
It
then
does.
it sounds good.
It
It
does.
probably sounds way different to the listener than it does to us.
Right. Yeah, it always does.
Every artiste is more critical of his or her work than
Yeah.
pretty much anybody that might view it
Yeah.
or listen to it.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's for a later date. But let's talk about this 2020
Yeah.
of yours.
Yeah.
So where'd you? How long was this recording process and like the whole thing? Like, how'd that go for you?
The recording process was great. We went back to
It's unusual.
Yeah. No, I know, right? Well, we went back to the same guy who did Align. So
Okay.
we went back down to Indianapolis, and it was in March, actually.
It's a good month. It's my birthday.
Is it? Oh.
But
But
St. Patrick's Day. My birthday's in July. Both of our birthdays are in July, so
ooh,
yeah.
happy recent birthdays.
Thank you.
mine was actually quite recent.
Anyways, enough about you, Nikki. I totally blanked. We were talking about the recording process, right?
So we went to your guy down in Indianapolis.
Yes. And I think we blocked out, I think we did it in 3 days. So it was quick.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's normally how we work. we try and work, well, just because of cost, work as quickly
Right.
and as efficiently as possible. So yeah, we took like 3 to 4 days and kicked that out. And this time there was no technical difficulties. There was with a line.
Oh, yeah?
The power went out.
Oh, no.
There was a storm
Oh, God,
and
yeah.
took out the whole
What year was
Some
the whole
that?
crazy
building.
tornado.
Was it 2015 that you guys did that?
A line was last August
Yeah.
in October.
With that huge storm that rolled through?
Yeah, I mean, there were tornado. There was a tornado like 40 miles away from where we were in downtown Indianapolis. So,
Well, now we know what brought about that storm.
Right.
A bunch of good music
Right.
being recorded. And then
Right.
storms happen. I'm
Right.
surprised you guys didn't change it to like, I don't know, Stormfall or something like that.
1.21 gigawatts.
Something like that. But
So yeah, no technical difficulties this time, and it went
Smooth.
really smoothly. Yeah,
well, thank goodness.
there were a couple of moments, but we got back on it.
Well, you guys already have kind of a leg up on quite a lot of like either local bands or bands just starting out, seeing as you play to a click track, which makes it easier for recording.
Right.
I know firsthand how terrible it is to go from playing without a click track to trying to recording click track. Because, click track.
Crick track. You get a crick in your
So
ear.
we tried to record some Aura at Studio Anatomy, and Brian's like, oh, let's do it to a click track. Got through half a song maybe and axed that, and then the whole thing just didn't really work out. But you guys play to a click track, which is amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
And I've always said that, like, to me, that is the hardest thing. Because you're concentrating. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
because I don't know, maybe you could get used to it, but for me, you're concentrating on like what you're doing and what you've practiced, but at the same time, you're conscientious of that click keeping you on time.
Right.
Because I get juiced. I get juiced. My fills are almost always faster than the actual.
Well,
beat.
see, it's been such like an awesome thing lately because I fight it, so it keeps me. Because I slow down constantly if I don't play without it.
Slow down. Wow,
Which
you're
is
just too
opposite
chill, Nikki.
of,
That's what it
of
is.
yeah. When I was a child, I'd play way too fast, and Jesse would
Yeah.
be going like this to me.
Our first,
Simmer down.
our very first and second EPs didn't play to a click, and you can tell, and it drives me insane.
Every
Like
song
I can't
speeds
even
up.
listen to them anymore because it just like speeds up, speeds up, speeds up. But we were pretty good about following each other, so even though it sped up, we were still tight. But I'm just like, oh my god, it's so fast.
That just means every time you listen to those songs, you really get the feeling, the energy. Like you feel it.
This is true.
Sure.
That's what it is. It's like, oh
Yeah.
man, this part's juicing up. I'm going to juice up, and they just like it's perfect. It's like a live show
Orange
every
juicing
time.
up. True.
Yeah, right. It's not just your bog standard mimosa. It's mimosa with an extra little
There you
bit.
go.
Maybe throwing some gin
Little
in
kick.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know. To all you younger age students or people that might be listening, that was not for you. So talk to your parents when you
Water.
turn 21. They'll tell you about it.
Right. Don't drink, kids.
It's not good for you. But I don't know. We'll probably get you back on the mic, at some point after
Yeah.
there's some other questions that I'm going to be asking you. But there's people out there that are probably dying to hear you play, and you guys are going to be playing some tunes. Am I correct? Off of 2020?
Yeah, we're gonna play two.
Two. All
Yeah,
right.
we're gonna
Two
play
sweet tunes.
two off of 2020 and then one off of a line.
Okay.
So it'll be a nice little mixture.
Don't spoil.
Okay,
Don't spoil.
We won't tell. We
So-
won't tell quite yet.
All right, perfect. Well, what we'll do is I'm thinking we'll let people stew in like anticipation, like, oh my god, that song was good, so good. What was it? Then when you guys come back on, we'll be like, first song was this.
Okay, so
second one-
don't say what song it is. Just like go into the next one without saying.
maybe
Maybe.
this show is still in flux. We might
Okay, so it'll be like a guessing game.
yeah, maybe we'll do that for like one song
Okay,
to see if people can like can guess it.
they'll probably be able to guess the first one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, well, you're spoilers.
Sorry.
Hashtag spoiler alert. Anybody out there listen? Spoiler alert.
Hashtag stash tag.
Hashtag
Summer mustache.
Jimmy Fallon. Sorry.
Nope, that went right over
Inside
my.
thing. That's all right.
Although stash tag, I'll have to get used to that. But
Right.
all right, so we are going to let these girls rock away. Going to put on a song from their Align CD to get them ready to go, and then here in about 5 minutes we will come back and they will be playing some rock out tunes for you. It will probably be a good 20 minute set, maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah, probably 15. Yeah.
Yeah, well, don't rush.
Okay.
You can take your time. And although it is approaching midnight, so
Ooh.
some people have.
Hey.
Are you super tired right now?
Oh, I'm gone.
Are you sure you're gonna be able to keep up the click track?
I'm just gonna, go into army brat mode and power through.
All right. I would say we could get you some pop or whatever from that Pepsi machine, but we had to turn it off.
We did. It was too loud.
It was so
It
loud.
wanted to be the third member of Hail Your Highness.
Like we contemplated that the industrial low end,
Right.
And to get that like. Speaking of
Bass
which,
drops.
Yeah.
if you guys ever needed someone to do like a didgeridoo sound,
Nice.
yeah, I've been practicing on that for
Oh gosh.
2 minutes.
There's like a special frequency. Do you know about that frequency where the guys who sing like that, they hit and it kind of just makes you like zen right out.
No,
You've never heard that?
I've heard.
I
Of
can't
tooth and
remember.
throat singing, but that's about it.
I can't remember what the specific frequency is, but the guys who sing like that,
Ask Surrey.
yeah, Surrey probably knows, but yeah, there's a certain frequency that they hit that'll kind of just like boom, zen you right out.
Interesting. I wonder if they could zen me right to sleep. 'Cause I have
Little
a
tidbit.
distinct problem with not being able to zen right to sleep.
YouTube Zen sleeping.
Zen sleeping.
YouTube zen sleep. All right. Well, we got kind of off track, but that's cool. That's what a radio show is all about.
It's good.
I don't know if you guys could see, but I can see. Obviously, you can't because you're totally listening to your radio. But I'm in the studio and you're not, which is unfortunate for you guys. But let me tell you what, it's going to be great hearing the sounds coming over. But these girls are super nervous. You don't even know. They're sitting there like, batting their.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, no, they're not. They're totally cool, calm, and collected.
I'm leaving.
Bye.
Okay, bye. But all right, yeah, we're gonna shift over to some tunes, and then when we get back, we'll be doing live tunes. You are listening to The Local Scene on WNMC 90.7 FM. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, DJ Z.
Thank
Join the Traverse City West Senior High School Class Council for food vendors, local art, and retail, live music, games, and more at the Schools In Hungers Out event on Saturday, August 5th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Admission is one non-perishable food item that will benefit TCAP's food pantries. The event will be held at Logan's Landing West. Questions? Contact Kim Kramer at kramerki@tcaps.net with questions. All right, everybody, the time has come. I just got everything I needed out of the way so you guys can listen to some Hail Your Highness. So, without further ado, this is Hail Your Highness. Some of their songs from 2020. We'll talk about those songs afterwards. But here comes the music. I'm going to get out of the way. You guys should sit back and enjoy.
You're not worth no regret, yeah. I can't believe it.
We're back. Yep, that was, again, Nikki's creepy laugh.
Guys.
Right back to it. All right. So you guys just got done getting your ears blasted off by some fantastic music. I did too. And we'll talk about the names of the songs. So we did not tell them what they were listening to before this. Yep.
So cruel.
I know, right? But here, now we can kind of alleviate their anticipation.
Yeah.
I don't know if those were the proper words. But first song was, of course, Levels.
Yes.
I knew that one. As soon as I
Yes.
heard it, I was like, hey, I've played this before.
Yeah,
It's a great song.
You did. You were one of the stations that debuted it in that whole debut week we did back in. Well, actually, it was like what the crap was it? The middle of July, right?
Early July.
Or was it June? Did we do it in June or July?
It could have been, I think it was late June or early July.
It was
One of those.
June. It was June.
Okay.
Yes, because we wanted a month out in
Yep.
advance.
I remember that.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah, that was,
Okay.
once again, totally honored to be
Well,
part
thank
of
you for
that.
doing that.
Yeah, my pleasure.
It
No,
was like
seriously.
all Traverse City radio stations too.
Right.
That did it?
That did it. So
You
yeah.
girls need to get some
We-
great radio station out in Grayling to do this.
Oh.
Who is out there in Grayling?
We love Traverse City.
Yeah, we love Travis.
You should
Way
just move to Traverse City.
I
ladies.
know,
Yeah.
right? We should. We probably should. It's the best place to live up north if you're gonna live up north
Right.
in northern Michigan.
Absolutely.
It is.
Yes.
I love it over here.
Because it's the bays,
Right?
Like,
It's beautiful.
everything.
bays.
The one thing that Traverse City does not have, which
Mm-hmm.
Brian and I here have talked about quite often, is a good local scene.
Yeah, it's
Which is-
been tough. It was strong there when we first started. We were playing in the
Legion
Legion
Hall.
days.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
you were.
We-
that was back in your 4-piece, though,
Those
right?
were some tough days, but I mean the scene was
Huge. It was big.
massive. Like
Did you catch that throwback show I had like a couple weeks ago?
I don't think so. No.
I mean, it's fine, but I had bands from, it was IKTD, I Killed the Dinosaurs, Heroic Villain, Victor Fix's Son,
Oh,
and then
God.
Tiger.
Wow.
Yeah, I had
Tiger. I have a
Okay.
shirt of theirs that I.
Yeah.
Traverse
yep.
City's premier pump up band.
Yeah.
They could get you going, but like,
Yeah.
that's I harken back because that was like
Yeah.
what I grew up with, right?
Right. It's
Mosh
insane.
pits.
It's insane how much things have changed. I mean, that's been what, 8 to 10 years. I
And
think that just shows you how long we've been doing it. So, but
Right?
yeah, I mean, to see, it's kind of disheartening watching something dwindle, you
Right.
know, when it's like, this is the perfect area to do something again.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no reason for it to be incredible. Like, no reason.
Yeah, like
Not to be incredible.
For it not to be incredible. There we go. Correction. Strike that. Reverse it. There's no reason for it not to be incredible.
now we know who graduated high school English.
I did.
did not even graduate high school. Despite me.
I did.
I don't believe you, Nikki. We'll,
It's okay.
just, but no, like for real, like
Mm-hmm.
that's like the biggest like drawback of Traverse City is that like the music scene is just not here anymore. And honestly, outside of like a dedicated like show venue, there really isn't one. That's like
No,
back in the
there's
day, it was a
not.
Legion Hall, but even
Right.
then that wasn't dedicated. Someone had to rent that out every time.
Exactly. Yeah.
But there's just nothing. Studio Anatomy, maybe,
Yes.
but that's as best we got, which is a
Absolutely.
great place.
right.
Perfect.
But
I mean, we were able to play Streeters, but unless you can pack that place, it feels empty.
right,
You know? I mean, we played to a decent sized crowd at Streeters back in, I think it was February.
right, yeah, you guys had that show with who else was there?
Becoming Human, they were headlining it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not
mean,
all that cool.
That was a.
No offense to Becoming Human, but just kidding.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
they're cool. They're cool, but
they are such good people. Like they've been
Yeah.
so good to us.
I was
I was just
Honestly,
giving it a hard
know.
time.
I know.
It's mainly because I have you two in my. I'm just juiced about having to hail your highness in my studio. These guys, the people that listen, know how lonely sometimes it is down here. As
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I
no.
just spout nothings and talk to them sweetly over the radio with my voice, and then play the music. But
Right.
now to have you guys in here, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just like a late night party.
Right. Late night.
I'm just gonna
so
go ahead and
hungry.
turn your mic off, Nikki.
Right. Bye bye.
Just
dude, it's nerve-wracking having to do that. I'm like, I'm buzzed now.
My palms are still sweating. I don't feel very good.
Because it's like everyone
need a
can hear
bucket.
everything, so don't mess up.
Are you talking about like out there?
Yeah, playing. Yeah.
Oh, right.
How are you supposed to sing harmonies when you can't hear each other? TF, y'all.
Well,
Nikki nailed it.
I was about to say you did really good, really well out there,
Muscle memory.
right?
Muscle memory.
Dry spots.
No, you were fine. You're fine. I could hear you the entire time.
I was literally cranking up the sound here, and I'd heard it over the studio
That's
speakers.
great.
Nice.
It was great. If I could have gone out there and listened to it without having to watch the board and whatnot, I would have.
Right.
But someone had to do
The
job
job.
stuff.
You wouldn't have been able to hear us sing. It would have just been instrumental.
Right. That's true.
We
'Cause-
figured that out while setting up, trying to get a live stream going, which apologies to anybody who was
Yeah.
tuning in for that. One, we didn't have a good enough connection, and you wouldn't have been able to hear us sing. So,
well, they would have gotten that instrumental version we were
right,
talking about.
right.
That Oro's the instrumental band around Traverse City. And then
Love Oro.
Now it's going to be We could do Hail Your Princess.
Okay.
Hail Your Princess.
Like
Your
the-
Prin-
the
that could be-
instrumental?
yeah. Hail Your Highness is the full thing.
vocals.
Right.
And then Hail Your Princess. Or, I don't know, Hail Your Lowness.
Lowness. Because Highness, Lowness.
Yeah.
We once got asked if that was like a weed reference. Like
Yeah.
we were
Hail
like,
Your
yes.
Highness.
Hail Your
Yes.
Highness?
Yes. Hail Your Highness.
Yeah, but
That didn't even factor into whatever I thought it was. But now that it has, I'm just going to ask every time. It's like, how high are you right
Right.
now?
How high are we right
so
now?
baked.
Blazed.
So baked. By the way, that's exactly how everyone plays shows these days for all you listeners out there. Just kidding. No one does that. You children out there. That's not how people play music. But
stay in school, kids, or you'll end up like Zaya.
it's DJ Z. Don't spoil it.
Oh.
So it's okay. Nikki, just for you guys,
I'm gonna leave y'all, peace.
for you guys, you can call me Zaya. That's fine. That's fine. It's for I'm trying to keep an air of mystery and
Right,
allure though.
right,
for
right,
the
right.
That's not his
listening
name,
on.
y'all. Don't listen to me.
No, but like so one thing I'd like to I had Jeremy West on here from the Droogs. You guys know Jeremy, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
But when I had him on there, I kind of asked him about like something about like what he might do to like or what might be a good idea of like what would be your opinion about what needs to be done to really help the scene get together like it was back in the day.
I know.
Support from the
Well,
community.
definitely. It needs to definitely be community supported, but also band supporting
That as well.
bands.
Right.
That is crucial. I mean, it's absolutely, it won't work. I mean, there has to be mutual respect. There has to be camaraderie in helping each other out, because if there's a thriving scene up here, it's going to be good for everybody. You know what I mean? And it should be like Traverse City needs to be a place where you can pull touring bands up, so you can bounce back and forth between like the Grand Rapids scene, because otherwise, I mean, I know for us, we always have to go downstate to see shows, to see our favorite bands. And if we could, generate enough like solid local pull from the area. I know some people hate the term local band.
I love it. I love the term
I
local
struggle
band.
with it at times. At times, I struggle with it. Technically, we're not local. We're from the area, so I understand that there's a difference. But from the area, like bands that coming together, supporting each other, and really getting people excited about live music again. Especially original music. And I think we've been trying to figure it out a lot lately. You have to play the game to a certain extent in the way that you market it, making it appealing, making it something that people want to come and see, like putting together a show, putting together something visually that's going to entice people, and making sure that you understand those people are paying to see you, so you better play good. You
Right.
know, it's like when people are paying to see you, you better be on top of your game, and don't take that for granted.
Right.
That someone just paid $10 to come see you when they could otherwise
Or
stay at home or go somewhere else.
or like you're the opener that this showgoer doesn't know about.
Right.
That's your opportunity to like make Make your band their new favorite band.
Right, right. I could care less about what order we play in. It does not matter to us one bit.
Right.
Like never has. It's your opportunity to pull people in.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter if you're opening or if you're playing last. Keep people there. Give them a reason to stay.
Right. Like, I mean, I think a lot of bands, especially like local bands, get caught up on who's headlining and who's opening.
No.
Because like, oh, we're headlining, so we'll come, 2 bands in and then, we'll get our stuff, or we're opening, so we'll just play our stuff and get gone. Like, I only leave a show if I absolutely have to.
Right.
Otherwise, I'm staying the whole time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On tour, when we're on tour, we never headline anymore these days. We call it like a tour sandwich. You put someone local at the beginning and you put someone local at the end, and you have the touring bands play in the middle, so that way the local draw sees the bands that are on tour.
Right.
So I think there needs to be that kind of, it doesn't matter what order you play in, you're all trying to help each other. I mean, especially bands on the road, it's like, hey, those people are trying to make money to get to their next show.
Yeah.
And to eat, maybe, have a place to sleep. But order does not matter. It doesn't matter who's headlining it. That's just irrelevant at this point when it comes to live music. Everybody needs to stick around. And that's been difficult. There are healthy scenes we've played in, and then there are really bad scenes we've played in where the locals play and then everybody just leaves.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and that's not fun. It's not fun for anyone. I think any band from the area needs to encourage people who came to see them to stick around for everybody else.
Right. I mean, that was a huge part of it back in the day. Like, if you recall, like, when the bands would come up there, pretty much the biggest, like, fans of the bands that were playing were the other bandmates and band members.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I remember seeing, I don't know how, like, Chase. I knew Chase Holton. Like, I was good friends with him, and like band members of Kevorkian Circuit and or IKTD.
Right.
Those guys would thrash before the show. They would like slam dance and or like, except for maybe Chase, because I mean he's a delicate flower, my beloved Chase. But no, like those guys, they would throw down.
Right.
And then they'd go throw down on the guitars and drums.
Right.
And then throw down again.
Exactly.
Like, and that was like, the support was there.
Yeah.
Everybody loved everybody.
Yes.
But these days, it's like, oh, I'm going to book a show. You want to play with us? And then like, oh, you're first, so we'll come later.
Right.
And then
right.
just
right.
completely ignore each other
Exactly.
the whole time.
I mean, I know
Clicky.
that we're definitely not perfect in any way, shape, or form.
You're probably the worst out there.
We
but
probably are terrible
whatever.
sometimes.
Just kidding.
We're better than everybody.
I mean, I guess,
Hail your
we're never.
Highness.
I saw a comment on a video of ours once, and the person was like, IDK, they were kind of rude when I met them, the one time I met them. And I'm just like, okay.
To that one guy.
That one guy.
I want to hang out with you, bro. I'm going to fix it.
Right. No
were
one is
sick.
ever cheery after being in a van for 6 hours. I'm sorry.
That's a true statement. I've really
very
never
true.
come out of like a long trip and be like, man, I
Right.
just feel so refreshed and ready to
Right.
go. I'm always just like,
Right.
my bum hurts,
Yeah.
my legs are stiff.
hungry. your
You're
tummy's
hungry.
cramped.
You got to get
Hangry.
out. Hangry. Yeah.
Headaches.
And if it was the show that I think it was, Nikki and I had the flu. Like, we caught the flu. We were okay the night before in the drive down.
Oh God.
No, like, I've never had the flu that bad in my entire life.
I never
And you
get sick either.
So we were not nice
you better
people
believe
that
I was
night.
rude.
Yeah, God.
Well, we didn't want to get anybody else sick, so we were legit sleeping on the couch in the green room until we could play, and then after we were done, ripped our stuff off and went back and laid down.
Yeah.
I tried to sell merch. I really tried.
I'd be
I
like,
didn't. I was like, bye.
I'd be like, hey, I got to cancel the show because I literally can't sing.
Right.
Like,
We
I-
almost did.
Jesse
I didn't.
couldn't sing.
I couldn't talk.
I've never had to sing almost a whole show.
Nikki
before.
sang the whole
Holy
set because
Jesus.
my voice would just be like, like legit.
is
I couldn't
real.
push it out. God is real. Yeah, Nikki sang the whole set.
I could,
Harmonies and all.
So, getting a little tubing in there. All right. So if you guys were wondering, for all your listeners out there, if how good Hail Your Highness is, they're good enough to sing through the flu and play through the flu. That's
Yes.
Hey, y'all.
Thank you.
Never
Thank you.
again.
that is the type of dedication that Hail Your Highness. Yeah, well,
Girl.
golf clap. They just high fived. You guys couldn't see it, but I did. It was an epic high five. But
The second one was.
I did. You guys tried the first one.
We missed the first time.
Didn't see it.
It's okay.
There you go.
It's okay.
All right. So I don't know. Anyways,
Enough ranting. No one wants to hear that garbage.
Yeah, we're good.
no, see, like I liked your like all that stuff. This you have so many good points about the local scene. Number one being, of course, to me, I think number one is like getting like the venues.
Yeah.
You need places like if you're gonna get bands that are drawing in from like downstate and whatnot, you need a place for them to play.
Right.
But
we need a strong local scene before that even happens.
I was about to say, if you have a big venue, then you're not gonna and nobody to fill it with. Then it's just gonna be money. So yeah.
Right.
First things first would be to get that support going out and
yeah, mixed genre shows are the best too.
right.
You know, no one wants to hear 5 hours of metal. I am sorry. We've done that. It's like mind numbing.
I don't know, back in the day when they had, what is it, Tony Tanza and then Kevorkian Circuit and
Right.
who else it was?
I'm old, so I don't want to hear that anymore.
Yeah, we're old now.
Hurts my bones.
Right?
No, like, but not only that, I mean,
No, I'm like half kidding, but seriously, because everyone pulls from their different little community and people find something new that they wouldn't otherwise probably take a chance on if that band that they're coming to see wasn't playing. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah.
I also think that, like, one thing that's really kind of shifted the demographic away from local bands is the prevalence of, like, EDM and, like, dance tunes and whatnot.
Right.
Which, unfortunately, is infecting a lot of young kids these days.
What's the deal?
I know, right?
What's the
But I mean,
deal?
like, it was
Easy.
generating interest in live bands. Like,
yeah,
it's
cool.
Yeah, you can dance to like a lot of people. Like, oh, you can't dance to like rock music.
Yes, you
Oh.
can. You
You
want to
can.
bet.
You can totally dance. You don't necessarily have to slam dance or
Right.
thrash dance
Right.
like some of the people used to
No,
back in the
man.
day. Not gonna
Right.
lie, I would kind of look for him in the mosh pit real quick to show him how to really thrash dance. But
Right.
anyways,
Right,
that was neither here
right.
nor there. That was also when I was a teenager. I was kind of a douche of a teenager.
Oh no!
Yeah. It's a good thing you met me when I was not a teenager, ladies, or else we probably wouldn't be friends right now.
Oh no!
But no, yeah, like there's everything you can do to dance music, like popular music these days. You can do and enjoy rock music, like live music.
No kidding. I mean, because to be honest, dance music rips from like rock music, R&B music,
Oh, like
pop
hardcore.
music,
Like-
hardcore music.
Sampling,
Right,
is super
exactly.
prevalent.
That's what I mean. It's like all that stuff is ripped from, you know, something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a mashup of everything. And it's like, hey, we do that just
Yeah.
with instruments.
exactly. Like we mash up tones and make them amazing, and
Right. I mean, no
songs come into play.
disrespect to people who do
then, exactly right.
that style, but
It is intensely difficult to run
Yeah.
a mix board,
Oh,
like
yeah.
like a live mix board. I take away nothing from DJs,
Right,
and people that
right.
do that, and people that love that genre of music. But
when it's done right, it is good.
Yeah.
right, exactly.
know?
But so is live bands. Like,
Exactly.
you girls were fantastic tonight.
Oh, thank you.
It was definitely a pleasure to have you on. Definitely my honor. But and next time. Oh, also speaking of next time, when are these shows coming up? When can these people or me
Right.
see you next? And
Yeah.
or Brian's just chilling right here. Hi,
Hi,
Brian.
Brian.
Hi, Brian.
I don't know if you listeners hear that, but Brian's here. Brian was actually the one that made it sound so good. He was our mixing
Yes.
engineer for the night.
Yay, Brian.
I was gonna give a hand out to Brian. I was just
Golf clap.
Jesse over there had the big clap.
I got
and
the
so-
big clap, the big slow
the big
clap.
the golf clap. Nikki can do the slow clap. that was a terrible clap. Yeah, she's got it now. All right, but
Drunk guy clap.
The drunk clap.
I'll handle that later
Okay.
on my ride home.
Right.
But so what are these upcoming shows? What do we got?
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot booked
I know
right
our
now.
show got canceled.
I know, dude.
So bummed about that.
Dude. The venue like canceled everything, not just our show. Yeah. So we need to get on top of that. But at the moment we've got actually no, I forget. I just remembered. We're playing Studio Anatomy October 1st.
Ooh.
Yeah, with our good friend Mike. He has his own kind of one-man band called Rosedale.
Okay.
He's excellent. But yeah, we're playing that. And then we've got some out-of-state stuff we're working on for October, but we really need stuff for September.
Right.
Like desperately need something.
What
for
about
September.
August? I mean,
Oh,
August,
absolutely August. It's just I don't know how people don't like booking stuff last minute these days anymore. Like back in the day, we used to be able to just, jump on something.
Mm-hmm.
People want like even a month out in advance isn't good anymore. So
Really?
yeah, it's difficult. People are booking, at least 2 to 3 in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a shame when we can get more shows out of state than we can in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to get our foot in the door anywhere that we can in
much it.
Michigan. I mean, we've got the Inn up here, of course, in Travers, which is great, and we love it. But we don't want to play
You're like
to
a
death
celebrity.
either. We're like,
you
no.
guys are like celebrity bands here in
No.
Traverse City.
But yeah, we're trying to make those connections around the area, both the northern, central, and southern Michigan. So
I mean, well, the bigger you girls get, we were talking about having that like the touring band come in. Whatnot. You could be that version of that band that we need to kind of like revitalize the local scene. Then we'll just piggyback off your guys' success.
I'm okay with that.
So,
I don't care.
Hurry up and get good.
Okay.
And
I mean, we're good. Just people need to know about it.
oh no,
Get on it.
get good as in GITGUD.
Okay.
Get good.
Get good.
Get good. Yeah.
Got it.
It's a meme these days, and
Okay.
you can't really say memes very well. You have to
Right.
kind of show the meme
What
picture,
is life?
right?
Memes.
A bunch of
Hashtag
memes.
stash tag.
Right.
apparently.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yes.
I don't know. You guys can't see, of course, but Nikki just glared at me and twirled her mustache at the same time.
I
so
did.
It's pretty amazing.
Got that good waxy stash.
I'm gonna have to get that from you actually later on because
Okay.
I'm working on my own dust
Yeah.
on my upper lip. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some tips afterwards, mustache
Coordinate.
tips and whatnot. But
Mustache tips.
mustache tips. But I don't know. I think I've got to play some other things though and get back to some of the tunes. There are people out there that want to listen to music.
I
believe it or not.
apologize
Oh,
no,
for
no.
rambling.
No, not at all. No need to apologize
Go to
because
bed, kids.
it's my show. all
Yeah.
right? And they're at my behest to listen to music.
Right.
So I had an absolute pleasure having you on.
Thank
It was
you.
amazing to have you on. Thank you so much for playing such great music.
You're welcome.
Also, thank you for Brian to make it happen.
Yeah.
But
Grab
we're-
that new EP.
yeah,
Yes.
was it
2020.
2020? And
2020.
I'm going to need some Albion from you. by the
Yeah,
way, as
okay.
well. So
I think we might have a few hard copies of that left.
yeah, I'll buy
If
one.
not,
I
the
will totally
digital
buy one.
version is always available.
I could buy the digital version and then burn it to a hard copy.
There you
We
go.
can
There
do
you
that.
go.
But once again, pleasure. This has been Hail Your Highness for everybody listening
Thank you.
Thank
from
you.
Grayling on WNMC 90.7 FM. You're listening to the local scene. We'll get back to some tunes, and I'll get back to you all later. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being on. ladies.
Absolutely, anytime.
All right.